About to begin, starting with director Joss Whedon, whose conflicts with Disney exposed just how toxic the corporate culture had become. In The Avengers, 2012, Whedon included a line where Loki calls Black Widow a mewling quim, an archaic derogatory slur that slipped past Disney's oversight. When fans caught it, Disney's response was basically, oops, our bad. Real professional oversight there, Disney, but that was nothing compared to the feminist backlash over Age of Ultron. Whedon's portrayal of Black Widow, particularly a scene where she describes herself as a monster, due to her forced sterilization, drew massive criticism for reducing her to her reproductive capacity. Whedon left the MCU after Age of Ultron, citing exhaustion from Marvel's micromanagement and fan backlash, but reports suggested he clashed with Marvel executives over creative control. Another talented director crushed by Disney's corporate machine, and then came one of the most embarrassing moments in Marvel promotional history. During the Age of Ultron press tour, Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner made inappropriate comments about Black Widow, jokingly calling her a and oh, that's a great look for your family-friendly brand, Disney. Your leading men calling your female hero a slut on camera. Both actors had to issue apologies, with Evans expressing regret for the tasteless comment. But the damage was done. It showed the toxic boys club mentality that Disney was fostering behind the scenes. But all of this was just setting the stage for the nuclear bomb that would expose Disney's greed to the entire world. Enter Scarlett Johansson, who was about to hand Disney the most humiliating legal beatdown in entertainment history. When COVID hit, Disney made a decision that would cost them dearly. They decided to release Black Widow simultaneously in theaters and on Disney Plus Premier Access. Sounds reasonable, right? Wrong. Johansson's contract was tied to box office earnings, and she alleged that Disney breached their agreement by undermining theatrical revenue to boost their streaming service. But here's where Disney showed their true colors. Instead of quietly settling or handling this professionally, Disney issued a public statement calling the lawsuit sad and distressing, and accused Johansson of ignoring the pandemic's impact while revealing her $20 million upfront payment. Oh, Disney messed up big time with that move. The response was so tone-deaf and misogynistic that it created a PR nightmare that made their original problem look like a minor hiccup. Fans and industry figures, including SAG-AFTRA president Fran Drescher, rallied behind Johansson, condemning Disney's hostile tone. Disney basically declared war on one of their biggest stars in public, and they got absolutely demolished for it. The backlash was so severe that Disney and Johansson settled out of court in September 2021 for an undisclosed amount, reportedly in the tens of millions. Congratulations, Disney. You turned a contract dispute into a global humiliation that cost you more money than just honoring the original deal would have. Genius-level corporate strategy right there. But the Johansson lawsuit was just the tip of the iceberg. Other Marvel actors were dealing with their own Disney nightmares behind the scenes. Carrie Coon, who voiced Proxima Midnight in Avengers: Infinity War, didn't return for Endgame due to a financial disagreement. Marvel offered her a lower deal for her second appearance, which she declined. Coon later confirmed that Marvel's pay was surprisingly low compared to public expectations. Even voice actors weren't safe from Disney's cost-cutting obsession. They were willing to lose talent over what were probably relatively small amounts of money, all to maintain their reputation as the stingiest major studio in Hollywood. But the most shocking revelation came from Jeremy Renner, a core Avenger who'd been with the MCU for over a decade. After recovering from a near-fatal accident, you'd think Disney would show some respect and gratitude, right? Think again. Here's Renner's own words about Disney's disgusting offer.
They asked me to do a season 2, and they offered me half the money. And I'm like, wow, it's going to take me twice the amount of work for half the amount of money.
Half the money, for twice the work, to a man who nearly died and spent months in recovery. The absolute audacity is breathtaking. Renner's response perfectly captures how insulting this was.
And so 8 months of my time, essentially, and to do it for half the amount. I'm like, I'm sorry, why? Did you think I'm only half the Jeremy because I got ran over?
Did you think I'm only half the Jeremy? That's a man who's been pushed past his breaking point by corporate greed, and Renner made it crystal clear who was really behind these insulting offers. Listen to this.
This is not Marvel, it's just like this Disney, not even really Disney, it's just the penny pinchers, the accountants.
The penny pinchers. Renner just exposed Disney's entire corporate strategy in 4 words. It's not about creativity. It's not about respecting talent. It's not even about making good entertainment. It's about squeezing every penny out of everyone involved. And Renner's final response was perfect.
I told him to go fly a kite.
Jeremy Renner, a man who literally almost died and came back to continue bringing joy to millions of fans, told Disney's accountants exactly where they could stick their insulting offer. That's the kind of corporate respect Disney had earned after a decade of Renner's dedication to the character. But here's where it gets really interesting. While these public disputes were happening,
Well, let me know what y'all think. Like I said, I'm going to start doing more reaction videos to certain content. Some political, some about just normal life things that we all go through or see. But a person that lives in South Florida, that's crazy. I've been to Disney World plenty of times and I did not know that. Well, I will not be going back to Disney, but I still would rock with their movies because I'm a big Marvel fan. But other than that, nope, that's crazy. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe to your boy's channel. Help me grow the channel. I need the support. I need the subscribe to get my channel up. So make sure, like I said, please go like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And we out. Bang!